Param vijayate Shri Kṛṣṇa Sankirtanam. If I sound sick, it's because I am sick. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Wait, sorry, give me a sec. Okay, so today we're doing Bhagavad-gita chapter 3, verse 26. Yeah, let's get on to it. Woo. Na buddhi-bhedaṁ janayed ajñānāṁ karma-saṅginām joṣayet sarva-karmāṇi vidvān yuktaḥ samācaran. Do not buddhi-bhedaṁ disrupt the intelligence janayet do ajñānām of the foolish karma-saṅginām attached to fruitive work, joṣayet, dovetailed, sarva-karmāṇi work, vidvān, learned, yuktaḥ, all engaged, samācaran, practicing. Translation. Let not the wise disrupt the minds of the ignorant who are attached to fruitive action. They should not be encouraged to refrain from work, but to engage in the work of spiritual devotion. Purport. Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyaḥ. That is the end of all Vedic rituals. All performances of sacrifices, and everything that is put into the Vedas, including all directions for material activities, are meant for understanding Kṛṣṇa, who is the ultimate goal of life. But because the conditioned souls do not know anything beyond sense gratification, they study the Vedas to that end. Through sense regulations, however, one is gradually elevated to Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Therefore, a realized soul in Kṛṣṇa consciousness should not disturb others in their activities or understanding. But he should act by showing how the results of all work can be dedicated to the service of Kṛṣṇa. Sorry, I'm also kind of tired. The learned Kṛṣṇa conscious person may act in such a way that the ignorant person working for sense gratification may learn how to act and how to behave. Although the ignorant man is not to be disturbed in his activities, still a slightly developed Kṛṣṇa conscious person may directly be engaged in the service of the Lord without waiting for other Vedic formulas. For this fortunate man, there is no need to follow the Vedic rituals, because in direct Kṛṣṇa consciousness, one can have all the results simply by following the prescribed duties of a particular person. Let's check changes. Please don't be too many changes. We're doing 26. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna die. I hate changes. They're like impossible to explain because I don't know what they mean. It's like, wow. Janayed Vedaiś, what were you doing, man? Why did you change it so much? Instead of, let not the wise disrupt the minds of the ignorant who are attached to fruitive action. They should not be encouraged to refrain from work, but to engage in work in the spirit of devotion. Has been changed to, so as not to disrupt the minds of ignorant men attached to the fruitive results of prescribed duties. A learned person should not induce them to stop work. Rather, by working in the spirit of devotion, he should engage them in all sorts of activities for the gradual development of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Oh my goodness me. Better. These changes got my mind boggled. So instead of let, it's so. I don't know what that means. Let's skip. Oh no. How about let's see if he gives an explanation first. Is this number 26? Vedam is a noun rather than a verb. Okay, we'll get back to that eventually. Oh my goodness, they haven't put any. Look, the changes in the purport, they're okay. Like, I can live with those. But the changes in the translation, it completely switches everything up. And it's like, no! Yeah, so this may be a while. So let's get started on this. Instead of let not the wise has been changed to so as not to disrupt. Okay. It's been changed to so as not to disrupt the minds of ignorant men attached to. So let not the wise. So it's like the let not the wise is let not the smart people, the smart people, the ones who actually have found true Kṛṣṇa consciousness. disrupt the minds of ignorant men who are attached to the fruitive results of action. But in the second edition, it is results of prescribed duties are learned. Okay. Wait a second. It's only been switched around. Like, the little sentences have just been switched around. So, yeah. It's pretty. Sorry, I found something nice. I'm gonna cry. Ugh. All right. All right, they mean the exact same thing, just different words. Literally, they mean the exact same thing, just different words. It says, "Let not the wise disrupt the minds of the ignorant who are attached to fruitive action." It has been changed to, "So as not to disrupt the minds of ignorant men." It immediately assumes you're wise. Oh wait, no, nope, that comes further on. So instead of fruitive action, it is the fruitive action of the results of prescribed duties. So prescribed duties, the fruitive results of that, instead of, just the fruitive action, which is like, weird change. Nuh-uh, don't like that. A learned person should not induce them to stop work. They should not be encouraged to refrain. Okay. Okay. So induction is like, I don't know what the word means. I know it's like, but in like labor and pregnancy terms, inducing labor is like making it start. So I'm just going to assume it's that. Should I probably be looking it up? Yes. Can I be bothered looking it up? No. But will I still look it up? Sadly, yes. Persuading, leading. Okay. Okay, basically, I got it. So instead of being encouraged, they're induced, which basically is like leading. It's encouraging, just a different word for encouraging. To stop work, to refrain from work, to like, stop themselves from working. Like, hey, no, I'm not going to do that. Refraining, stopping. I feel like refrain is the much better one there. Stop is just kind of like stop, but refrain is like you force yourself to do it. It's like, okay. Rather, by working in the spirit of devotion, he should engage them. The learned one should engage them in all sorts of activities for the gradual development of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. And that was changed from, but to engage in the work, engage in the spirit of devotion. So the spirit of devotion is like doing stuff for Kṛṣṇa, gradual development of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, activities for Kṛṣṇa, to Kṛṣṇa, like, all that stuff. So the first one, the Macmillan edition, definitely a lot more simple, a lot easier to read. Second edition's a bit weird. I mean, I see what they mean. It means pretty much the exact same thing, but they added a ton of words which I don't think you need. Like, wait, this is the direct translation. Did they change the Sanskrit? How do you get all of that from the Sanskrit that only translate to that? Like, roughly not roughly, no, not roughly, like... This is interesting. Because how do you get all of this, all these extra words from what it just translated to into this? It's like, what are you doing there, bro? Janayed Swami, what are you doing? Like, I'm pretty sure Prabhupada had the translations down. I mean, he grew up with Sanskrit. I don't think Jayadvaita did. Or whoever did the Sanskrit, Yeah, it's a bit... Sorry, I do sound sick, actually. No. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Let's see what it says in the original. The original manuscript. Number 25. 26. Okay. Okay, that makes it harder. Thanks, guys. In the original, it is the exact same. Well, the edit stages. It's the same as the second edition. So, why in the Macmillan did they change it? I don't know. But, you know, they changed it. They had to have a reason to change it. That's why Prabhupada, like, authorized those changes. It was like, hey, those changes need to be made. That's why Hayagriva spent so long trying to... I was, like, reading about it. I spent so long, like, day and night working on this and then getting Prabhupada's clearance. And then Prabhupada was like, yes, this sounds good. This sounds great. They changed it for a reason. Why change it back to something that Prabhupada was changing it from? It's like the shirt, let's say, a shirt example. The shirt was originally white. Prabhupada dyed it blue. But Janayed Swami decided, it should be white. It should go back to white. When Prabhupada deliberately said, I want it changed to blue. So, weird, right there, Janayed Swami. None of these changes are authorized. Prabhupada changed them for a reason. He changed it to the Macmillan edition. He authorized that. But all the second edition changes, it's like, yeah, we're just going to change this without any authority to do so. We weren't asked. We are not needed to change it. Well, who were they asked by? Actually, I need to find that out probably. None of these changes are authorized. Let's move on to the purport, which there are less changes, but still an annoying amount of changes. What's that called? Colon? Semicolon? Something. And then it's that instead of just a full. So it has been changed from the 2 dots, colon, semicolon. Oh my goodness, I cannot be bothered. It has been changed to a full stop and then that. So I feel like the first one. This is me personally, how I feel about it. You know, you can feel completely different than me. That's fine. I do not care. But in the second edition, it's split into like 2 different sentences right there. But in the Macmillan, it's like the translation and then what the translation means. Instead of the translation, like the Sanskrit, full stop, completely new sentence, translation of what they said. It's like, weird. Weird change, goofy change. Directions has been changed to direction, including all directions for material activities, including all direction for material activities. Let's check if they have a original manuscript. No, is this number 23? 26? No, sorry. Not 23, 26. Okay, I can't find it. Oh my god. So over here, they decided, hey, we're going to change it back to the original manuscript because, although Prabhupada wanted it to be this, we're going to change it straight back because why not? Like, bro, what are you on, man? Weird change. Sorry, I tried to knock off for the first half and now I'm like dying. Since Okay. So, no reason for this. Don't know the reason for this. Do not understand directions for material activities. Direction for material activities. Just an S on the end. Okay. I don't like people hearing me coughing. It's annoying. It's like, yuck. Instead of through sense regulations, however, one is gradually elevated to Kṛṣṇa consciousness has been changed to, but through fruitive activities and sense gratification regulated by the Vedic rituals, one is gradually elevated to Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So, through sense regulations, sense gratification regulated by. So you can still have sense gratification, just regulated. Oh, okay. Fruitive activities through fruitive. fruitive activities. So they don't say anything about the activities in the Macmillan, and they do in the next one. And apparently that is a change to the original manuscript, where it's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you on? It's like, yep, Prabhupada's like, I'm gonna change it to this for publishing reasons, and because I changed it to this, and I think it sounds better, or I know it sounds better. And there was the quote somewhere where it was like, Kṛṣṇa was speaking through Prabhupada to do this, and then Janayed Swami over here is like, we're just gonna change it back to whatever it originally was, even though Prabhupada changed it from that. It's like, it's pointless, man. It's pointless. It's like, if you take a child out of a school they hate and put them in the school that they like, and then someone else like just breezes in and is like, hey, I want your child to go to the school they hate, and just chucks them in there. It's like, they changed from the school that they hate for a reason. It's like, bro, what are you going on? That was just a random example. Weird change, annoying change, lame change, goofy change. Like, Janayed Swami, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but these I know you're probably actually Janayed Swami, they're like, the chance of him watching this is like 1%, but no, just no. 3 regulations, fruitive activities, and certain regulations. Annoying changes. Bye changes. Instead of disturbed in his activities, still a slightly developed Kṛṣṇa conscious person has been changed to disturbed in his activities, no still a slightly developed Kṛṣṇa conscious person. Ignorant man is not. I'm gonna have to read the whole sentence for you, like, to understand that. Although the ignorant man is not to be disturbed in his activities, still a slightly developed Kṛṣṇa conscious person may directly be engaged in the service of the Lord without waiting for other Vedic formulas. Although the ignorant man is not to be disturbed in his activities, a slightly developed Kṛṣṇa conscious person may directly be engaged in other Vedic formulas. I hate changes. You can see I hate changes. I hate changes for a reason. Like, I don't hate change in general, like in actual life. I'm like, oh yeah, a little bit of change is nice. Like, if you like completely change it, like, as well, woo, we're moving to Argentina. Like, whoa, big change. But like, little changes are fine. But not in this case. This case is lame. It's like, bro, just why? So many ways. It's like, Janayed Swami, no. I like haven't watched any of the actual like videos on YouTube like that explain why they did it, but apparently, according to the Apple Mouse is connected, okay. According to a lot of original Srila Prabhupada devotees, like Govinda Dasi, for example, apparently he was like struggling to like come up with like, there was some, yeah, it was a whole goofy thing, you should watch up on that. I know I will, because, I actually probably should. This class is getting kind of long now, so let's move on. So, still slightly developed Kṛṣṇa conscious person, so still they can, they can get there. But, I don't know. Slightly developed Kṛṣṇa conscious person, major. Okay, so, lame change, boring change, annoying change. Let's move on from that change. I'm just going past it, calling them lame changes, because why not? Because they are. It is what it is. Instead of, because in direct Kṛṣṇa consciousness, one can have all the results simply by following the prescribed duties of a particular person, has been changed to, because by direct Kṛṣṇa consciousness, one can have all the results one would otherwise derive from following one's prescribed duties. Sorry, I just gotta do some mental unpacking there. In direct Kṛṣṇa consciousness, like in the direct Kṛṣṇa consciousness, by direct Kṛṣṇa consciousness. I see how that makes sense. All the results, one. So again, sentences have like the sentence structure, like this one over here is now, oh no, oh my gosh, man. This one over here is now this one over here. So let's switch it up. Don't know why. Never know why. Let's actually check if we have a reason. Original manuscript. Oh, changed it back to the original manuscript, guys. Good job. I mean, we don't know what Prabhupada would say, but he changed it to the Macmillan Macmillan edition for a reason. Like, yo. And bro, nah. There's just like a big ass arrow over here saying dukkha. No, bad changes. You know, I'm moving on from changes. These changes are just like, why did you change them, man? Why? Now on to contemporary application and the meaning in my brain. The wise people, you know, the smart people shouldn't like disrupt, like I'm just gonna use the same word. Disrupt like the people who like are kind of being a bit goofy and are attached to fruitive action. I'm a bit goofy because I'm attached to fruitive action. So therefore, you know, I'm ignorant. Yes, I am. Who are attached to the fruitive action. So the smart people who are like realize shouldn't just disturb them, you know, like they're still shouldn't disrupt the minds of the people who are just attached to fruitive action and stuff. They should be encouraged to refrain from work. And instead, they should like be encouraged to refrain from doing the fruitive action work. Instead of just being like disrupting it and being like, this is this and this is that, and then they should be encouraged to refrain from the work. Be like, refrain from the work because of, well, technically it's the exact same thing, according to me. But then again, that's according to me. But to engage in the work of devotion, like lead them onto the path of devotion, and don't just disrupt their minds and make them more weird. Like, gently lead them and nudge them onto the path of devotion. So don't. Now let's work on contemporary applications, guys. Why is disrupt the minds of the ignorant? You know, there's people who like you just can't argue with. They just won't see reason. They'll just be like, you know what? No, I do not care. I don't care if I'm wrong or right. I'm just gonna stay on my side. Do I do that sometimes? Possibly. Will I just be like, oh, you know what? I do not care if I'm wrong or right. It's just entertaining to have this argument. Maybe. Actually, no. I don't think it's entertaining to argue. Like, a debate is fun. Like, if you're debating with someone, that's fun. But if you're, like, actually arguing, it's like, oh, no. They should be encouraged to refrain from work, but to engage in the work spirit. So, instead of, let's say there's someone doing, like, some real goofy stuff. He's like, fruitive action. I'm gonna go do this thing that brings me seeds gratification. Like, let's say they're going and they are eating a bowl of porridge, which is their favorite food, and it is fruitive action, but the porridge somehow has egg in it, so it's like it's seeds gratification right there. They should not be encouraged to refrain from eating it. You shouldn't be like, stop doing that right now. Stop doing that. It's horrible. It's bad for you. But instead of being like, Kṛṣṇa consciousness is this, this, and this. This is why this goes against. And we engage them in the work of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So you see a person on the street eating a bowl of porridge with egg, instead of screaming at them, you help them, like, gently. You actually, like, that's how it works with children, man. Children, you don't, like, scream at them and expect them to, like, get it right next time. You lead them onto the path and you're like, this is why we do this. And, you know, instead of dropping the plate on the floor, you gently place it down. Why would it be on the floor? I don't know. But you gently place it down, and this is why we do it. And, you know, yeah, that's my contemporary application to children dropping plates on floors. Now we can go on to Tereo. Alright, it's going to be real different because it is a completely different... This ChatGPT goes off the second edition, not the first edition, which is really annoying. It's like, no. 3.26 presets typing. Oh, it is. Alright, give her a sec. I'm not going to open my mouth when coughing. I don't want to. Bleh. I need to blow my nose. But I ain't blowing my nose on a stream, man. That is very, very embarrassing right there. I mean, it's not embarrassing. It's just like, I'm going to blow my nose on a stream. It's like, ooh. Oh my gosh, it's so long. Hey, let me scroll up. Now I'm going to have to put this back. No. Oh. No. Yes. You done? No, you're not done. Okay, take your time, I guess. So this is the second edition. Interior should be the Macmillan edition because the Macmillan edition is like better. Just good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take a while. I mean, it's not a bad thing that it's gonna take a while. Just, you know, the more time I'm on here, the more likely I'm gonna cough in front of people. Translate this from Tehrio to English. Let's add on a please because we're respectful of ChatGPT. No. Okay, that works too. Let's wait. So it's not confusing. So just have a first person to introduce him. Okay, it means the exact same thing. Different wording, but I see, you know. Now let's get on to the te reo. Gonna have a little cough. That was a real lame-ass cough. That was like a half-hearted cough. But I'm happy it was a half-hearted cough because I don't want to do a full-on, like, you know. All right. So chapter 3, verse 26 in the second edition, translated to te reo Māori, might be kia kore ai e whaka raru I ngā hingaro o ngā tangata kore mōhio e wakapiri ana ki ngā hua o ngā mahi wakarite. Kaore e tika kia wakakōkori te tangata mātau kia kati rātau I te mahi. Engare mā te mahi I roto I te wairoa o te arua, me wakapiri ia I a rātau ki ngā mahi katoa. Mō te wanaketanga a Pauako o te mōhio ki Kṛṣṇa. Word by word, guys. Ooh. Kia, to, in order to. Kore, not. AI. I. Really is AI. Oh my gosh. I. Particle indicating purpose or reason. E. Verb initiator. Waka raru, disrupt, disturbed. I. The. Ngā, the plural. Hinenaro, mind, thought. Or of. Na, the plural. Tangata, men, people. Kore, without, lacking. Mōhio, knowledge, understanding, ignorant. E. Verb initiator. Wakapiri, attached. Ana, continuous tense. Maka, ki. To. Ngā, the plural. Hua, results, fruit. Or of. Ngā, the plural. Mahi, duties, work. Wakarite, prescribed, arranged. Kaore, not. E. Verb initiator. Tika, correct, right. Kia, in order to. Wakakōkiri, induce, push. Te, the singular. Tangata, person, man. Mātau, learned, knowledgeable. Kia, in order to. Kati, stop. Rātau, they, them. Rātau, they, them. I, the. Te, the singular. Mahi, work, action. Engare, but rather. Ma, by, through. Te, the singular. Mahi, work, action. I, in, roto, inside, within. I, the, te, the singular. Wairoa, spirit, essence, or of. Te, the singular. Aroha, love, devotion. Me, should. Wakapiri, engage, involve. Ia, he, him. I, in. A, the. Rātau, they, them. Ki, to. The. Ki, to. Ngā, the, plural. Mahi, work, actions. Katoa, all, every, more, for. Te, the singular. Wanaketanga, development, progression. Apua, or pauako, gradual. This is constructive term for the context as gradual doesn't have a direct translation in te reo Māori. Or of te, the singular. Mōhio, consciousness awareness key to about Kṛṣṇa. Woo! Well, that is the end of the class. Bye-bye. Let's first read it again in Te Reo, then English, then what's it called? Sanskrit. Kia kore ai e wakararu I ngā hine naro o nā tangata kore mohio wakapiri e wakapiri ana ki ngā hua o ngā mahi wakarite. Kaore e tika kia wakakōkiri te tangata mātau kia kati rātau I te mahi. Engare te mahi I roto I te wairua o te aroha me wakapiri ia I a rātau kia ki ngā mahi katoa. Mō te whanaketanga a pauako o te mohia ki Kṛṣṇa. No! Don't print. Let not the wise disrupt the minds of the ignorant who are attached to fruitive action. They should not be encouraged to refrain from work, but to engage in the work of spiritual devotion. In the spirit of devotion. Na buddhi-bhedaṁ janayed ajñānāṁ karma-saṅginām joṣayet sarva-karmāṇi vidvān yuktaḥ samācaran. Alright, guys, that is me for the day. Oh, why do I keep on clicking things? Oh. That is me. I'll say hurry ball and bye now. I gotta go. You know, it's the end of the class. I gotta leave. Sorry. Hope you guys have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Param Vijayate, Shri Kṛṣṇa Sankirtan, Total World Victory, Hare Kṛṣṇa, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I will be less